Hey, Bobby. Evening, drug history. What's going on, Steven? Putting together a fundraiser for free pizza for kids through the Federation. It's I'm actually cleaning the truck, Bobby. I'm actually detailing my truck. It's a little overdue. Getting tired of looking at it driving down the road, to be honest with you. But we're doing a fundraiser here for free pizza for kids. They're out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Every Sunday, a gentleman named John DeCanta, or DeCanti, I can't remember how it's pronounced, so apologies. Opens up his garage where he's got a pizza oven and makes anywhere between 50 and 100 pizzas every other Sunday or so, and hands them out to the homeless and the kids and things like that in his neighborhood. And he does this all out of his own pocket, so we're trying to help him raise some funds for him to continue doing what he's doing. His cost is about $3 for every pizza he makes. So, every $3 is a pizza for a kid or a homeless person or a vet in that area. So if you can reach out several different ways. This is one of those ways. If you look, there's actually a QR code that'll take you to SpotLink, and we have a fundraiser set up there for him. And like I said, every $3 is a pizza going to a child in Bowling Green, Kentucky on a Sunday. And every child gets their own pizza. They don't get a slice, they get their own pizza. Hey, Otis, how you doing? And meanwhile, while we're running this live today, I'm going to detail my truck and get her looking nice again because, well, she's a dirty girl. Boxes are open. No, it's homemade. Everything he does is from scratch. He's got his own secret recipe for his dough, but it's all homemade. It's all from scratch. And a little heads up, something he mentioned yesterday, which I find very cool myself. This is Autistic Awareness Month, and any child that's autistic that comes to him, he usually does just cheese and just pepperoni pizza. But on Autistic Month, he adds in colors. So he goes and gets vegetables and stuff for the autistics. And they can have any autistic child can have any pizza made how they want it, no matter what they want on that pizza. He makes sure they have it. So, really an amazing guy. I'm hoping he comes back in tonight. He was in yesterday. Got to listen to what he does. He just phenomenal man.
What's going on? You just come on here a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah. I ain't been on here long, but I literally got down here to Mobile, finally got loaded. I don't think I had 2 minutes to make it to the truck stop and park the truck, and and I said, you know what? I don't even care how hot it is. I climbed in the back of the rig and said good night.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised I heard the alarm, but the alarm went off, and I know John would probably laugh at him when he heard me say this, but John went off, or the alarm went off, and John popped in my head. And I'm going, yep, I got to get up.
Yeah, we can make it a shorter one tonight. And
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm wide
whatever.
awake.
There's so many other guys on, and Bobby and
I saw that.
JJ and all that bunch, so they might not get much over here anyway.
Yeah, I saw that. It's all right. You know,
Everybody be looking for all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, they gotta go searching out the drama to spice up their week.
Yeah. I know. So you're hanging out in Mobile.
It's actually nice. It maybe 75, 80 degrees, clear skies, slight wind. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, really is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice over here in Jacksonville area today.
I'm really taken aback by how nice it is today. I'm grateful for it, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I needed to be like this for like another week and a half or so before the park comes in for the AC. But
what's going on with your truck, with the AC? Evaporator core?
Well, one of the lines was bad. When we did the front end, I had them do basically comb through the truck. I figured it was going to be down for a while. We had we rebuilt the whole front end.
Yeah.
Ended up costing me, I don't know, somewhere around 14, about 14 grand to rebuild the whole front end. But I had them while they had it. I said, the heck with it. And I called them and I said, can you just go through? Because they weren't specialists, front end. That's all, not all they did.
Yeah.
But I had them go through the whole truck. And when they did, they found a busted air line or a busted AC line. But I never made it back to Fargo. So I had to take and go and reorder the part through somewhere else. And then we finally got the part, finally got it on right there at Matt's. And by the time I got back, they had done a back recharge to get it powered up. And when they did, they found out that the vacuum hard line off the firewalls was done.
Okay.
And nobody has that part. That part is literally, nobody keeps it in stock. They're all special order now. So the only way, it's like, okay, whatever, order the part. How long is it going to take? 2 weeks? Oh, great. And I play in Texas all the time. That ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
But, you gotta do what you gotta do, so.
I drove many trucks in my years that didn't have AC. A lot of miles.
I got 2 fans.
It sucks.
I got 2 fans in the back. I'm doing it old school. I got one blowing out, one blowing in, keeps the airflow going. You shut the truck down, and it doesn't get super cool like the way I like to sleep, but it gets cool enough where I can sleep comfortably.
Yeah. Get back and get that fixed up.
We'll get it. It gets to be, May, June, and it still ain't fixed, and we got problems.
Right. Yeah. Always something with a truck, though.
Mechanical. You're talking about a mechanical machine. Something's always going to go wrong. I don't care how well you prepare for it. Something's, it's just going to happen.
Yeah. You do flatbed? What do you do, Matt?
Reefer right now.
Reefer.
While I'm kind of signed on with the company called Lodestar, small mom and pop place out of Minnesota.
Okay.
the wife used to work in a convent, and the husband was is an Army vet. Very, very amazing people. But I'm working on. I've been looking at what, because in September I pay my truck off. They have a $1 lease buyout, and I'm right on the money. So I'm actually going to I'll own my truck. It took me 18 months, but I'll own my truck as of September. And then I'm looking at different avenues. I may stay with them one more year just to build the accounts up, so I don't have to go out and finance a trailer. That way I've got the money right in the account. But I'm looking at flatbed. I'm looking at the reefers. I'm looking at every avenue. I want to get back into specialized freight. I was in that with car hauling, but I just don't know if I want to get into car hauling again.
Yeah, the car hauling it can be good and it can be bad, just like anything else,
Well, the reason I loved it so much, don't get me wrong, the money's good if you can get the contracts, but even if you do, you can do anything, repo work, you can do auction work, you can do new cars, it's all there.
Yeah.
But I used to love it because, daily you were walking, daily you were moving, you were stretching, you were bending. It's literally an exercise routine every single day.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I liked it, because I was always active. I was always outdoors. Money was nice, but it was more the physical activity.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wild Child. Every time you come in here, man, you take care of everybody. I love that.
Hey, what's going on, Wild Child?
Thank you, Wild Child.
But yeah, that's, of course I woke up, and as soon as I'm thinking about getting this thing running, and I happen to look around the truck and I'm going, man, I've run her hard in the last few weeks. I got to get her detailed. So
Thank you, Wild Child.
Kind of what we're doing.
Yeah. Get it all cleaned up inside and wiped down.
And then get her through the truck wash the next couple days. Well, it's rain. From what I understand, we're getting nothing but rain from Kansas City north, so she might get her own wash job going up and down the road for a couple days.
Yeah, get you a free wash.
There you go.
I got out here the other morning. It was raining. Took my grandson to school and come back. Still raining. I've been needing to wash my pickup since I got back from Louisville. And it was a mess. And I was like, damn, before I go get into work here, working on trucks get soaked, I'm going to go ahead and wash this damn thing in the rain so I don't have to dry it.
Didn't
want
to upset John today, so I put this new one up. That way, I ain't looking old.
Oh, yeah.
He pops in here today. You can look at it and go, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to love it, though, when it rains. I'm sorry, it sucks when you get your truck washed, which usually happens to all of us. We wash our truck within a couple of hours or 24 hours it starts raining. But
oh, yeah.
I need to get that battery operated one. I saw, as much as I hate the TikTok shop, I saw one on the frickin' TikTok shop. It's now battery operated. You can charge battery, fill that thing up with water, and you can wash your truck with a battery operated bucket. It's like, yep, that's what I need.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's a really cool looking thing. I don't know how well it works, but they comes with a suction hose and goes right to it almost looks like a cordless drill, but it's not. It's a pressure washer. But it comes with I can't remember what size battery it was. But you just basically charge the battery, drop this thing in a bucket full of soapy water, and you just spray your vehicle down.
Oh, okay. So a TikTok version of that. I know what you're talking about now. I've seen like the Ryobi versions and some of that on the shelves.
I haven't even seen those. I looked at that and I went, wow, that's a dream. If I
Yeah.
could save $100 a week washing my truck and all I got to do is get that thing.
I can't see the comments with the white background.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Might have to
I
change
saw it
that.
moving down there, but I couldn't see it. So what's going on, Vet Life or Vet Wife? Liz, you changed your name to Vet Wife. She not she not talking tonight.
It looks like she's muted.
Anything good in your world, trucking history?
Not today.
Not today, no.
No, it was one of those days. Left north central Indiana, go to Cleveland. Electrical box on the trailer had an issue, had to change out the connector. I thought that was the complete issue, but it was also the electrical connection on the back of my cab of my truck. So I just kind of rigged that one and got to Cleveland and then went back to Fort Wayne, Indiana and back home. But yeah, it was a long day. It was about 14 and a half hours. I'm, well, close to 14 and a half. But yeah, it's just one of those days where you keep pushing through and it's been a bad day and you just know if you get it done and over with, you're good to go. Wake up and start over the next day.
Start over the next day and
Isn't that the best way? Isn't that the best?
Yeah.
I've had weeks like that, and you really have to get that mindset that it's not going to be bad every day. Yeah, you're going to have times when it's bad, but you got to get that mindset where you got to push through. You got to push through, and it'll get better. Instead of don't stay in that place, that bad place. Don't stay there.
Well, you just got to reach over and put some Abbott and Costello or Ray Stevens or something like some of those old comedians on and just turn it up and just let them have at it.
Yeah. I can see the comments now. How are you tonight, Don?
Well, Don's having it rough.
in here.
Don's got it rough.
Does he?
Don, so I don't know. I'm going to say it was a few weeks ago. He works for a division out of Ohio. He does a lot of dump truck work and driveways, things, all that kind of stuff, septics. And they were doing. I want to say they were doing a oil change on something, and the blade of a dozer fell on his foot. Ended up losing 3 toes, and then here I haven't got a chance to actually talk to him, but it looks like they ended up amputating from like the knee down.
Oh, wow.
Here just recently, and he's been trucking he's an old trucker, about 35 years.
Oh, wow.
So he's going through he's got some serious challenges. He's one of the toughest SOBs I've ever known. My wife and I had a chance to meet him. Absolutely phenomenal guy. He's funny. Got a strong work ethic, so I don't believe this is going to slow him down, but he's been through it. He's been through it.
Wow.
It's like life, man. Life will throw everything it can at you to try to knock you down. You just got to stay upright as much as you can. Keep getting up, dusting off, and going at it again.
Man, keep going. And luckily nowadays, we're not like the early 1900s where there wasn't much they could do with stuff like that. But nowadays, the stuff available for having anything amputated and all can really help you still have a good life,
Well, they've come so far with the technology on that the worst part about it is getting the insurance companies to back it and help you get what you need done and all that junk. I think that's the hardest battle anymore, that everybody bangs their head off. They made that a little easier for people.
Yeah.
I actually talked to
he's going stir crazy, I bet.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing he is. You met what was his name? The one that won the package down there at Matt's. He had his right arm amputated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
there was a gentleman.
Fighters.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, there was a gentleman down there too. His name is Real Deal. He won some, I think, the lights for the working class, but he's actually in a wheelchair and drives truck.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
I've seen him. Does he have is he the one that's got the it's that whole setup on the driver's side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, phenomenal. That didn't slow him down. He's still going out here.
Yeah, there's also a gentleman I follow. His daughter posted. He had both arms amputated, and
wow.
He still drives. When you have a disability like that, like a loss of use of limb or loss of limb, you can get what's called an SPE certificate. And
Yep.
I actually have one. The process in the beginning is kind of rough, but I've actually helped like 3 guys through the process. It's the process that's hard. It's just they don't make it easy, and they don't explain it well. So if you have somebody to help you, but you get one of those. As long as you might have to have modifications to your truck or something like that, or special prosthetic, but you can still go back to trucking.
I'm just grateful that they've got it out there. He was explaining that too, and how he really wants to get it a little more simplified and get FMCSA to kind of do better with the way that the whole program is run. But to be able to see an individual still be able to do what they love to do, I think that's phenomenal. Take that away, and what do you got? You got somebody who's just going to lay around depressed all freaking day, and that ain't good.
Yeah, the stuff out there for it now, I mean, it's pretty wild to think about it, what you can do now with some of the stuff that have engineered and all the work with your body parts and attached to you. And some of them I've seen were like electric assisted or something, and
well, just where
the joints and different things.
How far they've come with technology to keep people going. I mean, back in the day, they were trying to experiment with pig hearts to keep somebody alive with bad heart. Now they just make that dang thing out of plastic and pop it in.
Yeah.
They actually have them now where they connect to your nerves. So when you walk, it's almost like you have a real leg or arm or whatever.
Yeah, so you can still get that feeling of it.
I was fitted yesterday for a temporary prosthetic, or wait a minute, what day is today? Today's Friday. Tuesday.
Yeah, you're still not a truck driver. You still don't know what it is.
I think it was Tuesday. But I was hopping around in the truck yesterday.
I am not, like I said, I'm not surprised.
I mean, because, the boss bought me that automatic last year.
Right.
And he won't let anybody else drive it. And as a matter of fact, it's sitting outside my house. Still, because he won't even come and get it.
Well, that's not a bad thing. That'll keep reminding you to keep pushing. Don't let the depression get to you. You allow the depression in, that's when everything starts going downhill.
Well, I'll tell you what, the other night when I texted you and you were snoozing, I was feeling pretty bad that night.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Next time you need to call me.
Well, I don't like waking anybody up, and you know it.
I know that, but you know,
Not
days like that,
not
you
in this
call me.
business. Not in this
Days
business,
like that,
at least.
it don't matter. I'm still old school. I can still deal with it. I tell anybody I care about, I don't care what time of day or night it is, you need to call.
But the VA is like, they're saying they're capping out at like 15,000 for my prosthetic, and
Now I'm curious, what do you get for 15,000 for a prosthetic?
a piece of shit.
Why am I not shocked or surprised at that?
So the boss and I have this agreement, and he told me to go. He told me where to go, and that's where I'm gonna go.
Hopefully everything works out, man. Now, was it because of the incident with the dozer, or was it something else that? And if I'm getting too personal, just tell me to shut up. But
No, I ended up getting gangrene.
Yeah.
we can do it.
And
Sorry, brother.
they took it 6 inches below the knee.
Well, and I'm looking at the positive side of this, so apologies, but that's not a bad thing, isn't it? That's actually a good thing that it went that low.
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly the way I look at it. Shit happens.
Yep. Oh, you got a good attitude.
And Matt, you know the crap I've gone through the last 3.5 or so years.
Yeah.
You know what? All it is somebody trying to knock me on my rear end. That's all. And you know me, it ain't gonna happen.
No, I think that's all of us. I think most of us are stubborn like that.
So that dozer blade, were you loading it or unloading it, or what happened?
No, young kid that works for us was helping me service it. And let's just say that I have to try and put this as nicely as possible. He's
Not all
not
there
the
in the head.
sharpest. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Mr. Justin, how you doing tonight, buddy?
You know, the bad thing is
Hey, Dak.
10 more seconds and I would have had an 8x8 under that blade.
yeah.
Goes to show you can prepare, think, set everything up, make sure you're good, and all it takes is one 10-second blip.
And I don't care what anybody says, they can take safety-toed shoes and shove them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes between the dozer blade and the steel toe shoe, the dozer blade's gonna win.
Hands down.
Because believe it or not, in the ER, they were like, well, if it wasn't for your safety toes, you'd probably just have a crushed foot. So It is what it is. I mean,
You take the good with the bad, Don. Take the good with the bad.
yep. Where you
Hey,
at,
there's
Matt?
that Florida girl car hauler.
Oh,
What
yeah,
happened?
she's in here. She always comes in and raises a ruckus every single time.
I know.
Always creating problems. Justin, you be safe, man, on 77. 77 is no joke, brother. Oh,
As
so
she
he's
gets
stuck
in
on
here.
77.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey guys, I have a question.
We have
So my
answers. You
record's
came to
kind
the
of
right
fucked up right
place.
now, and the only company that will hire me is one that wants me to do 4,500 to 5,000 miles a week. Should I do it,
No,
No.
It's not legal.
or should I just go broke and lose my car?
you should go
Because that's
find
what's
you a
probably
job
gonna happen.
somewhere where you're
Wait a
not
minute.
driving a truck.
How bad is your
I don't want to
rig?
work with people.
Hold on a minute. How bad is your rig? Or how bad
So
is your
I
license?
have
I mean, what'd you do?
8 out of service on the brakes from a year and a half ago, and
Okay.
a cell phone ticket from 2 years ago.
And no company will touch that?
Not the good ones, and the experience that I have, I've been to 35 different companies. It's not on my DAC, but I've never stayed at a company longer than 5 months.
That's
But
the
so
issue.
I can't really put,
I mean,
you know,
honest
like
with you,
years?
Hey,
with a
your
record
total
like
years?
that, with a
Hey,
record
this
like
is a-
that,
he's
for a
a
reputable
troll.
company, you're not hireable.
He's a
I know
troll.
that. I know that. No, I'm not a troll. No, I'm not.
What about
Um,
what about going in and using your license to go work on like a Walmart or a shipping yard as a yard dog?
you know, somebody told me that, and man, I like truck driving.
Yeah,
Well,
Like
you
but
do
that's all I
fine.
like
You
to
make
do.
good
Like
money.
I tried other jobs, and
all you would have to do is do it long enough for that. That cell phone ticket's gonna fall off, and so will the out of service. It's gonna fall off. But if you
Yeah,
if you go
yeah.
work for them, if you can kill 1 year, that's gonna show consistency. The stuff that's on your record will fall off, and you're right back on the road again.
Yeah, see, I
You're
was
still
thinking
sitting
when
in
I
the
was,
cab of the
because
truck. You're
my
not being bothered.
my mindset was like, you know, I could run 4,000 miles a week for 3 months and just dodge the scales, and then save like 30 grand and just go like to South America and stay there for a year or two. Because you know, I tried other jobs. I can't work with people. I lasted 3 days at a job. I tried, and I ended up bitching my
The
manager out, and I just left. I was like, fuck this.
the only
You know, because
the only
once you get into
problem,
trucking, man, it's completely
yeah,
different.
it's in the blood. It's in the
Yeah.
blood. Once it's in the blood, it's hard to get out. And I agree with you. But only other thing I could suggest to you,
Like I looked
yeah,
at the guy's record, and I asked him, I was like, none of your, he has 16 trucks, right? And I was like, no one's got caught. He goes, you go look at my safer web, and I did. And the one violation he got on the driver was like the driver not form and manner, not putting in the shipper numbers. So no one got caught for that. So I'm like, well, I could make 3 grand a week for like 2.5 months
so
and then quit. You
how
know,
long is this guy? Can you tell me how long this guy's been in business?
it went back about 2 years is what I seen, 2 or 3 years.
Okay,
So
and what state is he out of?
it's out of Chicago, of course.
Of course it is.
You know, I wanted to go to Crete, and I have other violations from 2023 that are going to fall off in May 31st. And I have like $600 to my name right now. That shit
I'm
ain't gonna
gonna tell
last.
you,
I'm not gonna last
I'm
until
gonna
May 31st. So like,
the advice we give in here is honest and to the core. We're not
yeah,
gonna
I
lie to you.
know.
We're not gonna. Here's the deal. You can go run for a Chicago company, and I'm not saying all of them are bad, okay?
Most of them are
But
bad.
a lot of, I'm not going to say bad. They run the way they run, and that's how I'm going to put it. But here's the problem. The problem is that somewhere along the line, they're going to get caught. And do you want that quarter flipping in the air hoping that it comes up heads, but possibly come up tails while you're under their wing. Because if that happens, your CDL's gone. Anybody who's operating under them, running that kind of mileage, which there's no real way to do it. There's no way to run legal and be able to pull for. Well, you can do 40 up to about 4,200 miles, but you break that line, dude. Man, I'm telling you, you're risking.
Yeah, I got caught in
career.
2017 when I started, when I was on paper, because I forgot my I left the receipt, and the cop came in and he just like snatched it off the seat. I was like, fuck, you know.
Well,
Wait a
what you
minute.
have to worry
I
about
Snatched
more
it off the
nowadays.
seat?
Yeah, because he came up to because I was taking my time trying to hide my receipts when I got pulled into the weight station.
How did he
This
get
was
into
in
the truck?
2017, huh?
Probably he's probably
How did he
climbed
get
up on
in
the
the truck?
passenger step, wasn't
Yeah, and he pulled up, and I had my window rolled down, whatever, and he
And
looked
he
in, he goes,
just
what's
reached
that?
in
And I
and
tried to
took it?
grab it, and he grabbed it. That's when the last time I got caught. This was like over almost 10 years ago.
So you've been
But
out
yeah,
here
so
for a
like,
while.
huh?
You've been out here since when did you start?
I've been out here since 2017. I've been in the truck.
So
I
you've been out
started
here almost
before,
10
the
years, but
E-log
you've
and all
only
that
had
shit.
about 5 months per company.
Well, because they're all garbage. So what happened was I went to Swift, and I did my training with them, and I had
Okay.
urgent doctor appointments.
Okay.
And my dad's a truck driver.
Okay.
And I told Swift a month in advance I got to be this time, and they said, "Well, we're gonna route you here, then we'll think about getting you home." And I said, "No, fuck that." I hopped in the plane and I started working for a Chicago company right away, and they got me home. I was running about 4,800 miles a week, making 50 cents a mile when I first started, but they were getting me home every single appointment on time for 6 months.
I got you. Okay.
And I got caught, man. And once you hit that record, when I try to get to a reputable company after I got some experience, they're not going to take
Yeah.
you. So it's like
No.
it's a snowball effect, right?
Yep.
A lot of these companies, they don't care about equipment. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. It's hard to work for
Have you
them for
thought
more than
about
5-6 months.
have you thought about taking a safety driving course?
No, what? Man, no. I figured I was gonna go to like I thought about going to Western Express, and then I talked to a driver from there, and he said he's been sitting for a week. So I was like, no.
You don't listen to every driver that you talk to. Okay, that driver and we're all different, but you got to remember
Yeah.
that there are drivers out here that don't want to work. And when you don't want to work, you get put at the bottom of a list. No matter what company you work for, you'll always be put at the bottom of the list. And when you're put at the bottom of the list, you're not going to get the work that everybody else is getting. So if you're a yes man, they're going to keep you moving. If you're a no man or a complainer, they're putting you at the bottom of the list. So don't listen to every single truck driver. And if you're looking to get back in it, if you want to maintain your license, get into a company, call them up anyway and speak to them there. Take the time to really look at the company that you want to. If you want to go work for somebody like that, Swifty, Warner, any of these people, Justin is putting up there. Swifty is somebody you can talk to.
Swifty has me unhireable. They're not going to take me back.
Well, what I'm saying is go look at talk to the actual company, or go look for more than one driver and weigh it out.
Yeah.
Talk to 5 or 10 different drivers and weigh out. A lot of them are happy where they are, and they'll tell you so.
Yeah.
They'll give you a warning, but
so basically, I could work for Crete. I just have to last until May 31st. So like what I have. The problem isn't my record. My record, but so I have from 2023, right? Let me see, in 3 or 4 months I have on my PSP because I got violations in every single one of those companies for 4 months straight. 4 different companies shows on my PSP from 2023. There is no company is going to take me, and I know that. And I called Crete, and they're like, "Well, you could apply now because it's been over a year with the cell phone ticket. It's almost pretty much 2 years." I said, well, I'd rather wait for a little longer. I don't want to tell them that on my PSP it's showing 4 companies in 4 months. So that's what I'm waiting for, and that will fall off May 31st. That's
People
the
like
brake
Crete,
violations are not a big deal that I got in 2025. So it's not that bad.
people like Crete, Knight, Swift, all the major ones. They're such a revolving door. Most of them don't care how many different companies you've been to. They're looking to fill a seat, and if you're capable of filling that seat, they're going to put you in the truck.
Okay.
As long as as long as you don't have a DWI, DUI, as long as they're not, offense where you did 85 through a 35 or a school zone, they're still gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't have any tickets and no accidents either. It's just literally that cell phone ticket. And
No, I would call Crete back and say, listen, how fast can you get me in a truck? Because they're not going to care about you being, that you only have 5 months with a company. They're going to care about whether or not they can put you in a seat. They're going to look at you. Your cell phone ticket is almost 2 years old, and if that's the case, and you haven't had one since, it's about ready to fall off. They're not going to care.
yeah, okay, I'll give
I
them
just
a try
wouldn't
then.
be. I wouldn't use your cell phone again for a while. I'd get yourself a Bluetooth, but.
Yeah, no, I don't. I learned my lesson. I mean, honestly, my mom is old, so like I was in my car, I wasn't in a truck, and she called, and I just answered. I didn't have my headset, so.
The one thing you got to remember with a CDL, it don't matter if you're in a car, a truck, a bike, a four-wheeler,
Yeah.
motorcycle. It won't matter. That CDL is your livelihood.
Yeah.
Your
yeah.
P,
So
got
how long
mind every P and Q.
How long have you guys been out on the trucking?
Me personally, I've been out here since I was 14 years old. Legally, I've been out here 27 years. Don B up there on the right has been out here almost 30 years. Florida,
I've been 32
Sarah,
years.
how long you been out here?
25.
25. And Rocky, how many?
This month, 32 years.
32 years.
Actually, it's been past it now, April 4th.
Damn.
So
You guys are all over the road?
And trucking, how
Yeah.
many years you been out here? I know you've been out here for a while.
36. This
So
month.
right now you've got almost
Jesus.
200 years worth of experience right now in this room.
Wow. That's cool. That's a good job, honestly. Trucking is the best job. It's
As long as you know how to live
that's
it
just
and do it properly.
No,
yeah, of course.
politics is the
If
best
you're in a
job.
good company. Huh?
Politics is the best job.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
that.
all the politicians
You do
are getting
absolutely
funded by
nothing.
APAC.
Yeah, you get free money for doing nothing.
Yeah.
You can go everywhere for nothing. You get
And at the
security
end-
for nothing.
And at the end of your term, you get to build a library in your name.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you get free protection for the rest of your life if you're a president. Crazy, man.
I wouldn't make a good politician, so I've always stayed out of it.
Hey, I need some
I
Mac.
can't lie like that.
People, I wonder if anybody ever realized that or ever thought about that, just by curiosity. The president gets protection for the rest of his life. How bad of a president do you have to be that you need protection for the rest of your life?
I don't know. Why don't you call up one of the last four?
The president of the United States is Netanyahu, guys. It's the United States of Israel. That's what people are saying now. Huh?
I just get a kick out of it. Most people don't realize that if you're a good president, you never need protection for the rest of your life.
Of course.
It kind of goes to show. It kind of goes to show how bad things really are.
Yeah. They're getting bad. They're getting really bad.
It'll get better.
Um,
It will get better. It's just a matter, certain things have to happen. And when certain things happen, it'll get better.
Oh, Artemis just splashed down in the Pacific.
Yeah,
What's it?
can we get on that
You
for a
must
minute?
be
And
watching.
I
You
know,
must be watching a different feed than me because they are not. It's not in the water yet.
I'm watching it in here on the computer. My wife's watching it on the TV. And when I said that, she said, "No, it's not yet." And then she was like, "Oh, there it is." So I got it just on the feed before her.
What is it?
I got
Artemis,
it up on my
Does
computer.
anybody
You
else-
guys
Moon
want to see, but
spaceship?
it's up. But they're
Go
there.
ahead.
They're in the water. If you guys can see.
Yeah, I guess it just showed faster on my feed here on my computer in the office than.
Yep.
Can we all go back
There
to
they are.
1968 where they said they were on the moon, and now they're saying this is the first time anybody's ever been around the moon? Is anybody else catching that?
Well, they didn't
Yeah, but I
fly
think
around the moon to land on it.
right, they didn't fly around last time or when we've been there before, I guess.
Yeah, they
So
went directly to it. Ha 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 ha.
I'm telling you, man. I read the article. I was reading it, and I'm going, wow, the way they're putting this, you just proved to everybody. Anybody that
see
says
some
you never
pictures.
landed on the moon.
I did see some pictures that when they did go around the moon that they had of some of the stuff that was left behind there.
I'll definitely have to go look at that then.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have-
Do you know
I
how
don't
close they
have the
flew by the
cojones
moon?
to get in that
Brett's
rocket
in
ship
here.
and do
Yeah,
that.
you just let me up.
Brett can tell us all about 1968.
Oh, good gracious.
Oh no.
Hi,
You asked.
What's the
I
matter?
think it was the
Hey.
40s.
Sarah, I
You
said
asked
that you were going
Matt.
to come
Hey,
in.
everybody.
I said you were going to come in here and start trouble. Look at you. You're already started.
Hey, you asked about 1968. I know Brett is
I was
the guy
talking about
for
the moon
that.
landing. I don't want to hear about the cheese. I'm just picking on you, Brett, man.
I-
Laugh.
We like you, Brett. We like you.
No, it's a love-hate relationship. I can tell.
Oh no, there's no hate. I don't hate anybody in this world.
What's up,
I
cowboy?
ain't got time. I ain't got time for that kind of garbage anymore.
We
got
might
you.
disagree on some stuff.
Well, I was going to respond to the comment that was made. They went around the moon the last time because they lost signal back there the last time they went around the moon
See,
back
I
in the
told you
60s.
guys, you know.
What amazes me is they flew by the moon this time at like 36 feet above the ground. I think that's a little close.
Hey, Brett, you scared us in the last live. You started snoring.
Oh, no, I wasn't snoring. I wasn't even online. I was on a phone
Not
call.
even here.
Somebody started snoring.
We should all join the KKK.
See, I told you, Rocky. I told you,
I
Rocky.
think I'm gonna.
Yeah, Matt didn't have his finger on the button.
No, I really didn't. Who was that said that?
You want me to
The
drop him?
Tiger. Yeah, before he gets the live drop.
He's gone. I told you.
Thank you.
I've seen him in
Yeah,
other
no,
lives.
what-
I've seen him in
Jeez.
other lives. That's the reason I knew he was in troll.
Yay.
That was. Anyway, we're here for anybody who doesn't know. We're here for John. Is it Decanty?
Deshant.
Deshant. I'm sorry, John Deshant. Free pizza for kids. We're kind of running a fundraiser all week, putting together some funds for him to continue doing what he does. He's over there in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Every other Sunday or so, at least one Sunday a month, he opens up his garage where he's got a pizza oven and goes about making homemade, his recipe, homemade pizza for the homeless, for the kids, for single moms and dads. And these people don't get a slice, they get a whole pie. Every pie costs him about $3 to make, except for this month, which is Autism Awareness Month, and any autistic child can have whatever they want on their pizza, you know, the colors, the texture, whatever it is that he can do for them, he makes sure it gets done. He really does this out of his own pocket, out of his own heart, off, you know, limited donations that he gets. Rocky's a big contributor. raise money for him. If any $3 that you can donate is a pizza for a kid. So if you remember being a kid and being handed a whole pizza, there ain't nothing like it in the world. So every $3 you
Cash
donate, it's
App?
a pizza for a kid. Yes, we do Cash App. We're doing Cash App and Venmo through Rocky, so Rocky can give you that information.
And then Spot Fund.
And we got Spot Fund as well. So you can go to spotfund.com, punch in free pizza for kids, and it'll pull it up. Every $20 that you donate is a chance to enter for a free 3-axle alignment for a Class 7, Class 8 truck. And that drawing will be tomorrow night, around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be running most of the day. The Federation will be running most of the day tomorrow to raise funds too. So, yeah, that's why we're all here today. That's what this whole week's worth of lives has been all about. So if you got an extra $3 in your pocket, you want to make a kid's day and help John out by keeping his program going, you can get a hold of Mr. Rocky for his Venmo or his Cash App, or you can go to spotfund.com and go to free pizza for kids, and you can donate through there.
All right, I'll get with Rocky. All I can do is Cash App.
Oh, that's fine, Bob. I appreciate, we appreciate anything you can do.
And if anybody does put a little memo note in there, a way to contact you back for the drawing if you want it, if you get to Florida. If you don't want it, you don't have to. In there for the alignment, but if you just want to donate, but if you do, put a name and number there so we can get back in touch with you in the memo portion of it.
There's Mr. John.
Hey, what's up, man?
Mr. John.
How's it going tonight?
Good. How are you?
Not bad, man. It's been a little interesting, but
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you ended your week on a kick?
yeah, you know how it is. I got a 15-year-old at the house,
That'll do it.
Yeah. So it's my daughter moved back in though, so she's living here with us again, which is good. She's 23.
So you got 2 of them back there with you?
Yeah, I like it,
It's nice.
Yeah.
Let them build their
These days, our kids really, they don't have I think it's a little different for the 20-year-olds these days. At 16, you can move out at 16 back in my day, and you were able to survive. Today, these 23, 24, 20, you could have a college degree at 25, and it's still almost near impossible to make a living.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and when I say what I say about us, it's happened across the whole country, every facet. The only people that kept up,
I think it's worldly.
Well, they didn't have much to start with. Well, they the only people that actually really kept up was the McDonald's workers, really.
Well, McDonald's union, isn't it?
No.
No.
I like
Okay.
McDonald's.
I must be thinking of something else. I can't stand it. Has anybody else tasted the new cheeseburger and remembered what the old taste used to be and go, what is this?
Yeah.
You cannot force a McDonald's cheeseburger in my mouth.
Yeah,
back 20 years ago, I used to love the double cheeseburgers, and today I can barely even stand the smell of them. I don't know what that is. That's meat. It's not meat.
It's human.
I'm
So
starting to worry.
it's lab grown meat.
Yeah, it's something.
It's something, but it ain't real beef.
When you can, all right. So I talked to a guy, right? He used to manage McDonald's, and those patties, they got 96 patties for $2.95.
Yeah,
that was
that's
their
not beef,
cost.
folks.
Yeah. So
I
Well, I
worked,
48.
think it's
I worked in a McDonald's when I was 15 and a half years old for a month. And I'm here to tell you, even back then, you couldn't get me to eat one.
Right.
yeah,
And that's all I'm
I'm
going to say about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't eat too much very often. Not very often. That I'll go get fast food. If I do, I usually go to Wendy's or one of them or Culver's, and I'll just get
Clovers. Yeah.
2 or 3 of the beef patties, and
Well, and
that's about it.
I don't want to get too deep into it unless we really need to. But the petition on change.org is still going too, guys. If anybody's interested in going to figure out what that's about, it's also on our website, but it's still going. We're still pushing it. Get these.
I thought the time had gone on that. Is there still more time
There,
on that?
it will continue gaining signatures. The time on it. Okay, it'll keep going as long as you don't change it and we don't modify it. It will still gain signatures. The 30
Okay.
days that they recommend is if you can get it in 30 days or less. It shows the government how much of a priority it is inside the continental United States. So if you can hit that 100,000 mark in under 30 days, then they push it very hard to get it up on the, in front of the Congress. Because at that
Yeah.
point, you've gotten 100,000 signatures in 30 days. It's got to be important. It's got to be important enough to be able to grab that much attention. But it still stays up. You can still accumulate. You can still get your numbers. You can still push it later down the road. It's just not going to get as much as it's not going to get as much attention when you do get that mark as it would if you hit that mark in under 30 days.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're still pushing it, and we're starting to see it. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. I don't really watch the news. I kind of look at the headlines. But in the last, I want to say it's 4 months, we've had 3 different sexually dangerous persons that have been caught out here on the road. One of them was actually trying to go into Canada and cross back into the U.S. citizen. Another one was caught up there in Pennsylvania. They're being found. But, for those that think that they're not out here, they're very much out here. The loopholes are there for them to get into a rig and travel through the continental 48 states. And apparently they can get into Canada.
So what's that, like registered sex offenders?
Yes, sir. Now, level 3s can't. There are levels 1, 2, and 3. The level 3 is the most severe. They are basically on complete lockdown. They can't go out into the neighborhoods. They can't basically leave their homes while they're out. They are monitored 24/7, the whole 9 yards. But a level 2 and a level 1 actually still have the ability to. Now, most companies do a soft background pull, and there are some mega carriers that won't hire a level 2 or a level 1 based on company policy. But the only policy FMCSA has in place currently is that the only way that you lose your CDL or are held from obtaining one later, I guess, but the only way you can lose it is if you're caught in the act while in a CMV, a commercial motor vehicle. So if you're not caught, you can hold that CDL for 50 years. And you're traveling throughout 48 continental states. So, and we're seeing it. It's coming. We're finding them in the news. You can pull up some background and do a background search on Google, and you'll see that, like I said, in the last 6 months, At least 3 have been found out here. It's a
Yeah, I
problem.
worked with one.
And I'm not going to say, listen, the level ones, there are circumstances. I'm not defending them, but there are circumstances that you got to look at the court and what the court found or what the evidence points, because I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
justifying
we didn't
it
know.
by no manner, but
Nobody
you got to
knew.
look at the judge. You got to look
You
at
know,
the judge.
the boss's daughter found him on the damn thing on the website, and it was too late. He was already dating one of our customers, and he got her pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah, so and he wound up marrying her, and he wound up leaving Bowling Green and left the kid there because he wasn't supposed to have a computer, and I didn't know it was weird. At lunch, he'd always be in a parking lot somewhere, with a computer, and I'm like, I didn't know because no one knew I thought he was a weirdo, Come to find out, he was a weirdo, and yeah, he wound up. She had him put in jail because she kept catching him with the computer. So, yeah,
well,
it
and
was
that's
crazy,
it.
man.
And that's the problem. That's why the Federation stepped up and wrote Mike got the petition together. It was something that we found in FMCSA regulations that kind of set us both off. There is a podcast where you can see emotions really running high with me and Mike on the situation, but it's not. It goes to show that there really isn't the level of professionalism that we need out here. The fact that these individuals are the ones that we're putting in trucks and putting in communities all over the country. So yeah, if you got time and you can get it reposted out there and help us get some more signatures on it and build those signatures up, it'd be great. Otherwise, anybody else got a topic for conversation? I'd love to get into a good conversation tonight.
I'd like to talk about transparency.
Oh my word!
Oh geez, oh Pete.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know something? That one freaking guy. That one freaking
That
There's
one
always
guy.
there's always that one guy in the group, right?
That one guy, yep.
That one freaking guy. Freaking transparency. Okay, let's talk about you want to talk about transparency? We can have fun with it. We will draw in about 100 people in under a minute. So you want to draw it? Let's go at it.
My windows are as transparent as they're gonna get.
Are they flavored?
No.
I got tin on my windows.
Do they taste like snozberries?
I'm talking about the windows in my house.
Well, I mean, either way, if that's the case, do they taste like snozberries?
I don't know.
You could still
Hey,
be
Matt?
a window licker.
Matt, have you licked my windows to taste them?
No, I have not. I'm not a window licker, man.
Now he eats crayons with a helmet on.
Hey, get off the crayon thing.
The green ones. I eat the green ones. There's my wife.
The only people that are allowed to have crayons are the jarheads.
Tough. I buy green crayons all the time. They get me through some of the tough times.
You are not allowed to have them.
Well, then come try to take them away from me there, Skippy.
Where are you at?
I'll tell you what. I will tell you exactly where I'm at. I want to see you skipping through the parking lot. If you do that, I will hand you my green crayons.
If you're close enough, I'll come bounce through the parking lot.
I'm down in Mobile. See you in
I
about
ain't driving that far.
18 hours.
That's
I'll be down that way. I'll be down that way tomorrow, Monday, Sunday night, Monday morning.
I'll bring you some green crayons. We'll have a picnic and take a picture of it for Don.
You would shit if I pulled in there tomorrow morning in this dump truck.
No, I wouldn't, because by the time you pull in here tomorrow morning in the dump truck, I'm going to be up somewhere by KC.
Well, that's closer yet.
Is that all you guys do is drive around?
Yeah, we don't do any work. We just drive around, see the country. Come on.
I'm off on medical leave. I do whatever I want.
Come on, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. The teachers told us in high school that you're never going to get anywhere in life looking out the freaking classroom window. We're
Yeah.
proving them wrong.
And we get paid six figures to do it.
Yeah,
Nice,
exactly.
man. Yeah, when I used to get a bunch of lock jobs, man, we would leave Bowling Green and man, we'd be gone like 3 weeks and head all the way out there, man. North Dakota, South Dakota. We did an Indian reservation casino in like North Dakota, I think it was, and at the front door, you know how everybody has the note like no firearms, no knives.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing said the first thing it said was no bows and arrows. I had to send that back to my friends, man. It was like no bows and arrows, no axes. Like the fourth thing was rifles, I'm like, holy shit, this is nuts. Yeah. I don't really gamble because of that. All the Indians was in there gambling, man, and nobody was smiling.
Oh no, nobody smiles in a casino. I don't
Like,
think I've
holy
ever.
shit.
I went into the one right there on the Oklahoma-Texas line, right on 75, once, because everybody said it's so much fun, and I walked in there, and there wasn't a smiling face in the whole day. The only place that you find a smile is usually the people that are at the teller machines.
Yeah.
They're the ones smiling.
Yeah, we've been we did one in furthest we've been the one way over there was Great Falls, Montana. And we drove all the way out there, so it was a beautiful ride.
Montana's just gorgeous.
Yeah, we did Pocatello, Idaho. That was on the same trip too.
Yeah, those are gorgeous places.
I can honestly say the last time I was smiling in a casino was in 2005, and I was in Vegas, and I was up over $35,000. Of course, that smile turned into a frown as I walked out with $50. But
No, when you're up, you're supposed to run.
no, I got cocky and I went double or nothing.
Yeah, I do that with
been
the
a pretty girl
stocks.
around there.
There was a lot of pretty girls hanging on me that night. Let me tell you.
There you go.
Yeah, until you got to right until you got to the point where all you had was $50, and they just left you in the dust.
Yep, that's right.
That's why you made the double or nothing, because you wanted it all. I'll get all y'all bitches tonight. 70 grand.
Because it was funny because I was loading out of Nellis Air Force Base every week there for about 7 or 8 months, so I was at the casinos every weekend because I was running from there to Oklahoma City to tinker. That's all I did, back and forth.
I get to learn something today. Hey, Sam, what is an ID 10T?
Idiot.
Oh, good Lord, babe. Where have you
Oh,
been?
my word.
Been hiding under a rock?
Well, he put it out there. He put it out there, and he said cold boxes with yellow radioactive signs. And I'm going, okay, is that an actual...
But here's the thing, though. The only way to fill out an ID10T form is with a pen-15.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm actually on. I'm actually locked in now. So yeah, okay, gotcha.
Thank God he doesn't have to explain that one.
Now, here's the thing.
Listen, he put
after
it out
you,
there.
If somebody had to explain that one, that would have been all you, Rogue.
Hey, listen,
after you use the pen-15, you have to highlight it with red crayon.
Oh yeah. You're the one. We're always talking about the radioactive stuff you're pulling, and I'm going, okay, is that it? I'm not fucking really adding everything up. He says, let's talk about those ID 10Ts that pull boxes with yellow radioactive signs. Okay, he's talking about radioactive stuff. Cool. What's this about? Thank God I'm, not pulling one of those boxes apparently.
I learned at Matt's that Sam does not let those old jokes go. He's taken them into the newest realm of people.
Hey,
Oh no, he finds
those are
that perfect
classics.
opportunity.
Those are
He,
yeah.
yeah, he finds that perfect opportunity to slide it right in there.
Yeah, and it confused the hell out of you. So
Oh
perfect
no,
timing.
it worked. It worked. It worked.
Yeah, I think it confused Laura at Matt's when he said that. Then I was like, wow, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Right? I
And
actually
she's
used to
younger
have
than I
that
am.
form.
I'm sure we could find one on Google.
Oh my word. Yep,
Find
Matt's an
everything on
idiot.
Google.
Matt is officially the goober of the night.
It's quite all right.
I don't mind being a goober.
I'm not entirely sure it's not you every day, but
Shit happens.
I think there's a lot of people that would disagree with that.
So, John, I heard you work with a lot of autistic kids.
We do the autism awareness. We'll do that every now and then.
Okay.
So yeah, my neighborhood's kind of filled with the challenged adults, and it's like when we do the regular free pizza for kids, we'll just do cheese and pepperoni. But autism awareness, we let them do whatever they want.
Gotcha.
So there's no problems,
So, what's the average cost, just off the top of your head, for one of the autistic pizzas? Because they add different stuff to it.
It's really around the same. Everything's averaged at about $4 a pizza is what we with the box. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty good. We'll usually do them first and then invite everybody later on.
Right.
This next year we're going to try and do maybe a couple days a week and a Saturday and a Sunday so we can get everybody.
And my wife is that's my wife, by the way, Rogue. The reason she's asking, she actually works with autistic children on a daily basis, so it's kind of her. Really?
Yeah, my sister does too. My sister works at a children's hospital up in Louisville.
Okay.
So she lives probably 5 minutes from where Matt's was.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, she lives right by the river, right there, right off 65, right across the street from the river. Yeah, she'll come down and help too when we do that. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good day.
Yeah, I would enjoy doing something like that myself.
We would see some of the cars these people would show up in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, so we started doing deliveries because I don't want somebody to come in to get a dang free pizza and they break down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
yeah, it's
I'm gonna say this and take it for what it's worth, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna send you $100, and it's for nothing but autistic pizzas.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we'll put it down.
He's on Facebook. You can find John over on Facebook, Free Pizza for Kids. He's on TikTok. Like I said, we've got the Venmo, we've got the Cash App through Rocky, and then we got spotfund.com. You can go through any one of those. Everything that we make off the lives, I usually send over to Rocky at the end of the evening. So, that's slowly adding up. From what we raised this week so far, with the spot fund, and this year we're gonna be able to help right now with about 100 to 200 pizzas. So we're
That's
getting
all
up
good,
there.
man.
We're getting up there.
We've been rolling. We go pretty good, man. The help is much appreciated. But yeah, we got some plans this year. It's trying to expand everything, get more people
Well,
involved. I got some more volunteers, so maybe we can
do
do
you
more.
need a bigger pizza oven? I
Yeah.
remember, I think it was Matt saying something. You needed a pizza oven.
Well, I've got one which I'm refurbishing now, and then I just actually bought one. It's a little smaller than what I have, but yeah, I picked one up, man, and it's. I mean, I got a great deal on it, and I was lucky because I got tax money back this year, so everything's going to work out. Once I
Well,
get the other one fixed, I'll be able to make 10 at a time. And which would be
well,
awesome.
let me
'Cause
make a phone call tomorrow. A buddy of mine used to have a pizza shop here in town, and he and his wife closed it before he died, and I don't know what she did with everything. I will find out. Of course, then we got to get Matt to get a load up here to Ohio to haul it.
Oh, that ain't hard to do. Die Hard, to answer your question, the lane metrics is actually a very cool tool. I'm just getting I actually downloaded the app right after Matt's, and been looking into it. You got to make sure you get all your numbers in there correctly, but there are, I believe, 2 or 3 very long, because they really got into detail, but very long explanation videos on YouTube that Lane Metrics has put out that really show you how to use it to its maximum capacity. So if you go to YouTube and put in Lane Metrics, it'll show you there's 2 or 3 of them in there, and Scott was saying they're really long because they didn't want to leave anything out. So it may take you a while to watch through them, but they're very, very detail oriented, and they'll help you go through the app and really make the most out of it. I haven't gotten into the videos yet. I'm just going by kind of what Scott told us at Matt, he came to the booth and kind of updated us on all that. But it's supposed to be phenomenal. If you can, it'll help you with cost per mile. It'll help you with booking loads. I mean, you punch in. He was showing us at Matt's that you can, once you get your numbers inputted, you can punch in a load with the mileage and the fuel rate, and that app will actually tell you whether or not that load is profitable long before you even sign the contract. So it definitely something that we're going to be getting out there and putting up on our website so that we can get that out there to everybody. It's about $20 a month, but with the money that it's going to save you and make you, more than worth it. More than worth it.
Hey, Matt, real quick.
Hey,
Have
Mitch.
you looked at your phone to see if you got the ID10T form?
I
The-
got the idiot forms. Thank you so much.
The idiot form, the instructions on how to fill it out, right along with the hurt feelings form?
Yes, I am going to fill them all out and send them back to you by tomorrow morning.
Where can I get the hurt feelings form at?
them.
I need to print some of those off. The hurt feelings. I need to print some of those off to carry with me.
I need some of them myself.
Mitch, good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, you got to go check it out, man. Phenomenal thing. Lease op, owner op, small carrier. Now, I will tell you that if you're looking at going small carrier, they haven't updated it for where you can put each individual truck in, and then do it as a group thing. But you can go through and do them on each truck individually. So it won't group it together. It's all individual. So you'd have to go watch the video how to do that. But from what I understand, what I've seen of it, phenomenal app. Nobody really, as an owner op, police op, independent, if you get this app, you should never have to worry about complaining about anything. I mean, it's all right at your fingertips on whether or not that load makes money.
Hey,
You just got to be
that
smart
app
enough
on
to
you
say
now?
no. I've got
You
the
got that
app
app?
on my phone. I got the app on my phone. You can go to lane metrics. Just you can. What do you got? Apple or
Apple, yeah.
iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone. Apple.
Go to Apple. In Apple, put in lane metrics, and it'll pull it up. And then download the app. You're gonna need to know all your stats. You know, your cost per mile, stuff like that. It'll help you do all that.
You got to put those in.
Well, they want you. It'll go watch the videos because
Okay.
I can't give you 100%
Okay.
without Scott in here.
Yeah.
But it'll tell you exactly what to do, and then each load that you take, you input it into this, and it'll tell you whether or not you should or should not be taking that load.
Oh, okay. So, what do y'all go by as miles per week for your average for the year? What number do y'all use?
Well, I wouldn't know that until the end of my year.
Well, I mean, how long you been doing it?
I've been doing it a long time, but my average is usually, if I went off last year's average, my average would be at 37.25.
You do 25 miles a week?
Oh yeah, I don't stop.
I was going to say the last year that I ran the road, I averaged 4,300.
I don't stop, Brett. I'm a little different. When you talk to me, I'm a little different. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not out here just to make money. My wife is in here. She'll tell you. This is home for me. I feel more at home out here than I do in my own home. She knows that.
Right.
In fact, she's kind of the same way. We're just waiting for the youngest to kind of be old enough to take care of himself, and then we're leaving them all at the fucking house, and we ain't coming back. But this is out here. I feel normal.
Right. I get
so.
I go home. I'm depressed. When I go home for them 14 days, I was depressed every time I went home.
I'm not a 9 to 5 guy. I don't chase the rabbits. I'm not. To me, I actually get ticked off paying electric bills and all that. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need any of that garbage. But I've got kids. They do. So.
His favorite thing about being on the road, I'll tell you, it's not knowing what day it is.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be on the road to not know what day it is. I was having issues earlier.
When you work a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, it's pretty obvious what day it is.
Yeah, you're counting down the days starting Monday.
Yeah, and then come Friday, you're rejoicing. Yeah, that's not the kind of life he wants.
Yeah, my week just flies by. I was like, damn, it's Friday again.
I don't personally care about days of the week. I don't care about times. Listen, my day is night and day. I don't care about what time it is unless I've got to make an appointment, but night and day is how I live. I don't care about the day of the week. I don't care about boxes or being shoved in. I just want to enjoy.
Right. Hey, Squirrel.
Well, hello, my lovelies.
How are ya?
I am just pushing Scott to limits on loads right now.
Oh, poor guy.
I really feel kind of sorry for him, and I'm hoping that seed corn gets done pretty soon. But the problem is, Colorado just cut 25% of their water now. So farmers are going to get a 25% cut on what they can have for water. So now they're rethinking everything they need to plant because they won't have enough water for it to grow or time.
Oh, wow.
Sucker.
Why are they cutting the water?
Because California needs it and they got to ship it out there.
No, actually a lot of it, well, that too, Matt, but a lot of it is there was not enough snow in Colorado and Wyoming and Montana this year. There's no snow peaks, snow caps. It's not gonna drain enough into the rivers this year, and we just haven't got shit for rain. It is going to be a
That's
bad year for farmers this year out in our neck of the woods.
we've got water restrictions here in Florida too, and just saw last night we're like in the red as far as drought. Man, we've been dry.
Well, and we've had all those wildfires in Nebraska, so that has really put a cramp on Nebraska right now. And then you got Kansas and Colorado that are losing 25% of their water this year. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Uh,
So, yes, that poor guy is running his booty off.
Of course,
I know.
to say a prayer for him.
Well, you know, I'm a slave driver. What can I say?
I know, cracking the whip.
I'm telling you, it's like, oh, you only got an hour to spare. Let me throw another load on there for you this week.
Something new there. Well, I kind of got reminded of something yesterday while I was driving. Got a big kick out of it. The year I was born was the year that Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out.
God, does that make you feel old?
No,
He ain't
kind
that
of sitting
old.
there. I'm kind of.
I mean, honestly, I feel old when I have to put in my birth date and I have to spin the roulette wheel for like an hour down to the 60s. You know?
Yep. It's a pain in the ass.
I mean, I feel old with that up until Matt says something about him being born when that movie came out. Now all of a sudden I don't feel so old anymore because, well, I wasn't born yet.
I think I feel the oldest when I say something to my daughter and she's like, "What is that?" It's like, "Oh crap."
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah.
And before I forget, anybody that runs Pittsburgh or Youngstown, Cleveland area, they are closing Interstate 680 around Youngstown the end of May for the whole summer.
Why?
They're replacing 2 bridges.
Oh, gotcha. We don't come out by your way right now. You'll have to wait till after December and then we'll start coming out there again.
I don't go up there no more either.
Gotta wait. So where are you guys at tonight?
I'm on Highway 2 in Nebraska.
Listen, that's where I live in Nebraska.
Yeah. I'm between Nebraska City and where and I-80.
Don, how are you feeling?
I just took a pain pill 6 o'clock. I'm feeling pretty damn good.
Okay, we're gonna make fun of you as soon as that pain pill kicks in. We'll give it a little bit.
It's already kicking in.
Coral, I already told him when he comes down here skipping through the parking lot, I'll give him my green friends, and he just goes.
I was out hopping around earlier. Then it started to rain. Pissed me off. My rims on the dump truck are getting all nasty looking. They need polished.
You run a dump truck?
Yeah. Well, not currently, but yeah.
Yeah, he came off the road and started. He came off the road and started driving a 6-wheeler.
I guess.
6-wheeler, my ass. That truck's got 18.
Hey, listen, I'm busting your tail. Enjoy it.
Don, are you going to be able to go back to work?
My boss won't even come pick the truck up.
Huh.
he should be able to get back to work. He's just going to have to go through the. He's just going to have to go
so
through.
They can't stop me.
Well, you're still going to have to go through in order to, because of what you're going through, you're still going to have to go through the FMCSA and get all the, the stuff that Trucking History was kind of talking about earlier.
I have to get a waiver.
Get the waiver. But, I mean, with an automatic, there's no reason why you can't still do what you love to do.
Right. I mean, he bought that last year, and I've been driving it since October, and hell, he just picked it up at the end of September, but I'll have to get a waiver.
So how long are they thinking before you can go back to work?
Probably in 4 to 5 weeks more.
You're going to be able to get through the physical therapy that fast?
What physical therapy?
Well, you're going to need to, there's an adjustment to the prosthetic when you get it, and they're going to put you through the physical therapy to make sure you're good with it.
I ain't even worried about that prosthetic.
Got it.
Yeah, but Don, I guess with your job, you don't have to get in and out of the truck, do ya?
Well, yes, I do. It depends on what I'm hauling, If I'm on asphalt, I'll be in and out of it every load. If I'm on stone, I have to get out of it to get scale tickets, so that's every load. But it all depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing, and the places that we haul. Once they figure out what's wrong, I won't have to get out of the truck. I guarantee it.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best in your future journey.
Today, as an example, I wanted to see how hard it was to hop from the ground to the first step to the second step to my driver's seat. I did it 3 times, and I was like, well, that's enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I'm still going to make fun of you.
So what you're saying is that, next Easter we get you an Easter costume for the bunny rabbit, and you're really going to be able to hop around.
Actually, what I'm saying is I need to go to work at IHOP.
Listen, I wasn't going to start this conversation, but I was just going to ask Don if he was going to be a pirate for Halloween this year.
Arr,
yeah.
I could be captain. I could do that.
Well, I'll pitch in and get you a parrot.
Yep.
Arr.
I could do that. Yeah, I could do the pirate thing. Yeah.
And just a quick, I try to do this throughout the live. The live this week is all about raising funds for free pizza for kids. Out of Bowling Green, Kentucky, Mr. John down there in the corner booth there has been making free pizza for kids for quite some time. Has his own pizza oven inside his garage, about 1 or 2 Sundays a month. He goes out and out of his own pocket and out of the limited donations he's got, he takes and makes free pizza for kids and the homeless and the people in his neighborhood. And it's not just a slice, it's an entire pie. So if you've got a few bucks to spare and you want to help a kid with a free pizza, it's about $3 per pizza. So if you feel like donating, you can donate to the Venmo or Cash App Mr. Rocky's got. You can go to spotfund.com. You can go to look up free pizza for kids. It's right there. Or you can just gift John, do a little gift for John through the live, and that'll go to help him out too. So anything helps these kids and puts a big old pie in their hands and makes their day. So, and these go out to the homeless.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So, anything that helps, and he's looking at doing some expansion over the, this coming year and really reaching a few more people. And
yeah.
What, besides we'll say a more efficient pizza oven, what else would you need?
You know, we're kind of rolling pretty good. We're trying to get to like 200 pizzas on a Sunday or something, and you know, maybe a really don't mean much, man. We're looking for like another cooler, a single, because I got a
Okay.
double now.
You got a good mixer with a good hook and all that good stuff.
Man, I just last year I bought a Spiral 50 quart mixer.
Holy crap!
So yeah,
See,
I could put 44 pounds of flour in it, but I do 35 at a time.
Don, what was
Yeah.
the thing you were talking about yesterday that you needed? It was kind of wrecking your shoulder. What was that?
I got a cheese grater. I got this V4 cheese grater because
There it is.
I was using the TikTok cheese graters, man. But
That's
things
it
are
right there.
crazy. But man, we were doing 65. I was doing 65 pounds of cheese. I'd sit here at night and do it the night before, and man, it's brutal. It was torture.
Hey Don,
man.
Yeah.
get a hold of trucking. Get a hold of trucking history. She's got some forms and some help she can get you as far as getting that certification done.
Including
Trucking
that
history. Send me a private message if you would, please.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks,
trucking
Squirrel.
history. I appreciate you.
You don't ever answer
No
the
problem.
phone.
Like I said, John, tomorrow I'll call my buddy's wife and see what is left. And I'm telling you, I can get it pretty. I bet I get it cheaper than dirt. If you want to know the truth.
Well, anything helps.
Yeah, we'd be interested, man.
I mean, I'll just make her a lump sum offer on all of it, and you take it because it's all stainless.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We're set up pretty good now. Definitely another oven would definitely be choice. We do have some plans and get up in the neighborhood sometime. You know what I mean? To be able to roll out
Right.
with a trailer and just hang out at the park. But
Is it wood fired pizza or
no,
you
it's I use
blogger?
Baker's Pride. It's gas propane,
I got you.
and it's a
His
stone.
own-
It's a stone deck.
Okay.
It's his own personal. It's his own personal dough recipe, though.
Yeah.
So this is
my
home. This
family's
is truly
been making
homemade.
pizza for like 85 years.
Well,
Oh,
airmail
yeah.
me some, damn it.
Well, we're in Bowling Green, man. We're in Bowling Green, and anytime we do this, man, we got truck parking.
What exit are you at Bowling Green?
Well,
Yeah.
Bowling Green, that's 9 hours away.
It's
You got to get him a one of them quick freezers and one of them like cellophane wrappers so he can make them. They can cool. He can wrap it and quick freeze them, and then he can send them to us.
Yeah.
Oh, what we need to do is just we need to set up a date, and it's just trucker day, and line up the trucks and run them right down that one way street, and everyone that pulls up gives them $20 for a pizza and pulls away with a pizza.
You what exit you off of? Are you by the Texas Roadhouse exit or?
Actually, you can get off there, or you could take Thatcher. If you take Thatcher and then make a right on Nashville Road, I'm like 2 lights up on the right.
Oh, okay.
You
got a storefront?
No, I do this out of my house. I got a great landlord actually, so I do it out of it's like a side by side duplex.
Yeah.
And so right now we're doing it like that. I kind of want to move, but my neighbor, he's a good kid, man. He's like in his 20s. He'd been cooking the pizzas for us.
I got you.
So he's great help, man. We're like, you're right off Dishman, I don't know if you know what Dishman Lane is.
No, I don't know what Dishman is. No.
I know where it is.
But we got yeah, you know where it is. We got plenty of parking over there, man.
That's where Rocky goes to get his cheesecake.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I can make cheesecakes, man. Oh,
Got one in the
but
freezer.
yeah, we it's going to be a good year, man. Definitely got a lot planned.
Gotcha.
You know, and like I said, I
need
had
a
that one trucker. He came and helped, man.
need
That was
need a little storefront somewhere where it can be John's Pizza and Cheesecake Factory.
There you go.
yeah. Well, man, my plan is okay. I suffer from low self-esteem, and I'm a good follower. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, the plan is to rent a small place on the square and make pizza Monday through Friday, and then give pizza and do free pizza for kids on a Saturday or a Sunday. Switch it up. And it's like, a lot of my friends, they all laugh at me and tell me, you're going to lose money. Man, I don't have to make that much money to live. I mean,
Oh, you could work in the shop at night.
yeah,
Do
no, I
alignments
can't
and
because I'm giving all my tools away.
oh, come on, John. You can be the midnight alignment guy.
No, man,
You
I've
got
done
two, you
that.
got
I've
two
done
different
that stuff,
businesses right
man.
there. You got two different businesses. John's P&C, and then you can turn around John's Midnight Service.
Yeah,
Right. You
I'm
can have you
trying
a
to
cot
teach
right
Muhammad
next to
how
the
to do
pit.
alignments, but
Just
he
get you a
just,
cot right
huh?
next to the pit. Get you a cot next to the pit and a little dinger to
Act,
put on the door, and they can pull in and wake you up when they get there and
yeah,
bring it on the rack and take care of it.
man, I got a buddy that actually lives at a shop, man, and man, I couldn't do that. If it's just not fun anymore, you know. I only like the alignments.
Right. That's all I like to do anymore too. I'm
Uh,
picky. I get guys calling wanting other stuff, and it's like, nah, not today.
yeah, I'm thinking cheesecakes.
My sledgehammer's broke. I don't feel like knocking out kingpins today.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been following that
yeah,
little girl. I think she's Cake Boss's daughter or something. She does her pizza reels on Facebook. That little girl's beautiful.
yeah. They get a lot of followers.
Yeah.
The
Which one
pizza
is that?
looks so. There's one on there. I just don't get it. She's Italian. She talks Italian. Her family's Italian, but they're using a conveyor belt oven and cooking the pizza in the pan.
That's the girl from Canada, right?
I don't know if she's from Canada or not.
She got like brown hair. It's kind of in her
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, that's that girl. So I think she's from Canada, but the other girl is, like I said, she's got long straight hair. And it's not in her face, and she's
yeah,
probably about 22, 23.
yeah. She got a regular pizza oven.
Yeah, she's got a
And then she
round
got
rig.
the real dude.
Yeah, right. And their crust, the way she does their crust, when she tasted it, she snaps it in half.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
yeah. In the pan, don't do it like that. Yeah, we
Right.
do it. We do it like that, man.
I
I've got a
got you.
really good recipe. Instead of using olive oil, we use butter flavored Crisco. My family's always used like regular Crisco.
I got you.
And then, like in the 70s, 80s, they started using butter flavored Crisco.
Right.
So my cousins they had a bunch of places in Orlando, New York Joe's on Orange Blossom Trail, and Sorrento's on Primrose and Colonial in Orlando. And my cousin Mike had Mike's on International Drive. A bunch of them are probably still there, man, but they all, like our family, everybody used kind of like the same recipe.
Yeah.
A little extra more yeast and butter flavored Crisco, it kind of changes a lot of the whole texture of the dough,
Right.
It's just pizza. I could talk about pizza all night. We do the Sicilian too, the square.
Okay.
Yeah, that sauce. Well, we cook that sauce for like 6 hours, but I usually cook the meatballs in it, so it has a little bit of a flavor, more of a meaty flavor in it. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff, man.
I'm gonna
I
be
got to
chasing
get up there.
pizza somewhere. I'm gonna be chasing pizza at 3:00 in the morning.
Making me hungry. Damn
Yeah,
I
it.
got to get
telling
up there one Sunday.
I just had some pizza.
I can't wait to get to the Flying J and get that rope pizza. Rope a dope.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's hard to get any. It's the sucky part about not living. Because I'm from New York, is like up there. It's all the pizza places are mom and pops.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
What do you think about Dave Portnoy going around?
Man, he's all right, man. He likes a different style pizza. He likes
Yeah.
that cracker crust bar
Right.
pizza.
Yeah.
And he's rated some guys that did the regular pizza pretty high.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's times I like the thin, crispy.
Yeah, I like
crust
all
pizza,
kinds.
Yeah.
The
That
Sicilian I
crust has to be
make
at
is
least an inch,
really
inch
good.
and a quarter thick.
Yeah, I do the Sicilian it's the Sicilian I make is really good, man, because it rises in the pan overnight.
Yep.
It's good. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Is that kind of like the Detroit style too?
It's kind of like Detroit. Yeah, because it's the same thing. It's in a pan.
Right. Yeah.
But the Detroit, I don't think they let it rise. I don't know if they let it rise in a pan. It's more heavy. Like my dough is it's really light, but it's thick, but it's light.
Right. I got you.
And, yeah, we don't do a whole lot of them because, most of the kids, we just give them regular pizzas. And then, by the time we're done, we usually give everything away, man. We usually make one or two of them just to pass out some slices. Yeah, the food thing's been going good.
Yeah. Do you do any other Italian food there, or just the pizza?
I do a lot of ziti trays for everybody. And then like we make meals for downtown, it usually involves ziti,
All right.
But yeah, pretty much anything Italian.
Right.
I can kind of cook.
Hey, do you know where to get any good salsiccia?
Salsiccia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't heard of that.
You know that? It's an Italian sausage kind of, but it's got a lot of fennel in it. My stepdad used to get some over in St. Louis area. And you put it in the sauce and let it simmer in there for like 8 hours.
Yeah, no, I put sausage and meatballs in mine, but I ain't never heard that word used.
That's what he called it, salsiccia. I don't know. This shit was good. Last time I ate it, I ain't ate none since because I kind of OD'd on it. So.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like Jack Daniels. When I OD'd on Jack Daniels, now I don't drink Jack no more.
Yeah. Drinking's not good to do.
Yeah.
Too much of anyway.
Right. Well, that was my first.
It ends up worsening the stress in the end.
Yeah, well, that was the first time I ever drank in my life. I was 16, and we went camping up at Wren Lake in Illinois, and Dad bought 2/5 of Jack Daniels. So I met two girls and another guy, and I was like, "Hey, y'all want to party?" And Dad's got an extra 5th. I don't think he's going to finish the first one. So we took 4 Pepsis and a 5th of Jack Daniels, and that's what we split it with.
Man.
And we were done. I was done. I was done the next day. Camping sucked after that.
Yeah, I drank a little when I was younger, but when I realized I didn't have nobody to call when I was in jail, I decided
to stop.
Yeah.
All my other friends, their parents came and got them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so because we used to hang out. When I lived in New York, I lived by the Great South Bay. So we used to hang out in Bayshore by the pier. You want to hang out by the pier where all the boats are, and everybody's hanging out, and everybody's drinking, and cops always arrest you for drinking.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Man, I'm tired tonight. Shit, I'm ready for bed. Usually don't go to bed till around 11.
Yeah. What
Yell
time?
something like
What's
it.
it? 9 o'clock there.
Yeah, quarter after 9.
Yeah.
Tired
Yeah.
tonight. Got to work in the morning.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got to. We go in at 7 tomorrow.
You've been going steady for days there, Rocky. I'm surprised you ain't out cold.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Rocky.
good. Put some bushings in one tomorrow and straighten out some springs and replace some U-bolts. And the other
Mm-hmm.
truck I need to put bushings in. He's not going to be back tomorrow. He thought he'd be back late tonight tomorrow, but he'll be home a couple days next week. So we'll get that other one then. So I was kind of glad when he called and said he was going to have to wait.
Hey, Rocky, if you can send me a message and I'll send your Cash App thing, and I'll send you some money when I stop it. Since you're going to bed.
Oh, I'm not going to bed yet. I'm just
Oh,
sitting here in the damn chair in the office, and I'm like, damn, why
okay.
am I so tired?
I got you. I got an hour and a half before I stop, and so
Let's see. How can I message you while we're on here so I don't forget?
Chance to. Oh, everybody hear me? Oh, there we are.
And it's still rolling in there, huh?
I'm surprised we haven't seen any drag races in that truck stop parking lot yet.
Yeah, usually you get at least one or two doing 100 mile an hour through the parking lot.
no, it's
I
the
don't miss
weekend.
that crap. I don't miss that crap. Jesus.
Yeah, I seen a few videos where the trucks were on their side in the middle of a parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? I did watch one in when I lived in Orlando. I seen a dude on Orange Avenue, and he was hanging a left with the semi, and he was trying to beat the light, and
Oh yeah.
he punched it and hit the wheel and turned it, and it went over on its side in front of the bank. It was
Yeah.
kind of funny, man. Oh man, there used to be some crazy drivers down there.
It's a speed game.
February of last year, when I was working with long haul, I was going through Crashville, and the far left lane was like completely ice,
Oh shit.
and somebody had to pass, and he spins out, nails the middle of my freaking trailer, almost
Oh
sucked
shit.
him under the tires, and I got the truck stopped and off to the side, got the company police called, everything else, and I went back to check on him. He's like, dude, I shit my pants. I'm like, I bet you fucking did. I'm like, and he's about the same size guy as me, so I was like, I'll go get you a pair of jeans, dude. Hold on. I'll go get you some baby wipe stuff and get you cleaned up. And so I let him get in the truck while the cops came and get himself cleaned up. And, what do I do with the old ones? I'm like, dude, just ditch those things, man. I don't know. Here's a plastic bag.
Throw them in the ditch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want. I don't suggest littering, but here's a plastic bag. You're going to have to figure that shit out, man. You do what you need to do. But
Hey,
I was like, you just about fucking died, man. You just about died. You are lucky. His car was completely totaled. Nice Buick, but scared the shit out of me because I thought for sure he was going to go under. because he hit right on the side where my tire chain hooks were on the underbelly of the trailer.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure he was going to get snagged, and then sucked under. And I pray nobody ever has to have that happen where it results in somebody else's death, even if it's not your fault. But God, that's just
Yeah.
that I was like, it's probably my scariest moment on the road myself was that one, especially in Crashville.
I had mine
I
in.
got one. I got one for you. I was sitting at a red light in Akron, Ohio. I had 45,000 pounds of fast orange hand cleaner in a dry van. 2 blocks from the Walmart DC. And a woman hit me in the ass so hard she knocked the tandems out from underneath the trailer.
Oh,
Wow! Holy shit!
She make
She
it?
was no. She was driving a 1984 Cadillac 4-door Brougham.
Oh.
They estimated her speed at 104 miles an hour.
oh, shit.
Damn it, boy.
Damn!
She didn't feel
Land
anything.
yacht, full send.
She have a medical issue?
They never said.
Oh, okay. I think that's a possibility.
Well, I figure she probably, because she was an older woman,
Yeah.
I figure she probably had a heart attack or a stroke or something like that and
Yeah.
was dead before she hit me.
All right, that rigor mortis set in that right leg, and it was over.
I mean, to knock the tandems
Oh,
out
thank
from
you.
underneath the trailer.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
that's some
it-
force there. Holy shit!
It did more than that, but it's going to tear up the trailer. It's going to damage the floor. Hell, it knocked the drive shaft out of the truck I was driving.
Oh shit!
Jesus. It looks like it rippled up through the truck, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, because it tore the fifth wheel loose from the
They were out a
frame.
little while ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Sheared the
They
bolts
can
on
do
the
that
fifth
again,
wheel.
though.
So
You should have fell out of the truck door and on the ground.
I was too concerned with crap blowing up
I got you.
because that car could have burst into flames. I was really surprised it didn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I can honestly say the worst one was I hadn't been driving for 2 years back in '94. Back then, I drove for Victory Express, which U.S. Express bought. They had just taken them over,
Yeah.
and I was up in Buffalo with a load of compressed oxygen cylinders. I was going through an intersection, and a woman hit me broadside. It was her stupidity. I was kind of glad she didn't make it, and I hate to be that way, but what affected me was when I saw her 2 kids in the backseat, which thankfully were basically unharmed, but
Oh, they made it.
yeah.
Okay.
Matt can tell you about what happened to me about 3 years ago. I had a 2x8 fly through my windshield on the driver's side.
Not fun.
I had a chunk of 4x4 come through mine off of a damn utility trailer that was probably 3 tractor trailer lengths in front of me in Mississippi on I-10.
I don't remember if we were getting ready to have a Zoom meeting, Matt and myself and all the other crew back then. I think we were, if I remember right. And I had just loaded and I was going up Texas 75 south of Waco. and this guy pulling a utility trailer headed south on that skinny 2-lane crap road. I watched it fly up in the air. It bounced off my stainless steel visor and came literally end first right through the windshield.
Wow.
No, that was just
Scary,
prior
yeah.
to a meeting we were having.
Yeah. And
I remember you telling that story.
I got like 11 stitches out of it, you know, but yeah, I was so gun shy for weeks after that. Hell, a bug would go splat on the windshield and I'd flinch.
Me and a buddy of mine,
Yeah.
I
this
do
is
that
probably back
anyway.
98, 99 or so, somewhere in that ballpark, because we were both in cab. No, I was in the little FLD. He was in his cab over still. And we're just south of Fort Pierce, down there on Stewart, 95 South, heading down to one of the dealers down in Night Drop. And a damn turkey come across the
Oh
road
yeah.
and went right through the windshield
Yep.
and
I've
went
seen that
straight
shit
through right in the
happen.
middle and went to the sleeper. He took
Not to
both
me, but I've seen
windshields
that
out.
happen to others.
Yeah, old Freightliner cab over,
I had
split
somebody hit.
windshield.
I know that happened with an owl.
Yeah, he got off the side of the road and thought the turkey was dead, and that damn thing was coming to while he's trying to get it out of there. And he had turkey feathers in that damn truck until the day he sold that thing. I'm sure they're still in there. They were
Probably.
everywhere,
Good luck
everywhere
charm.
in that truck.
I think my worst and my only one that I've had in all my years was taking out a state trooper.
Oh, snap.
I actually, and I was coming across, I was car hauling. Anybody knows a car hauler, you know, that front, most of it, it's just basically steel. It's just a rolling
Yeah.
steel mess.
Yeah.
Middle of the night. I did a lot of driving at night as a car hauler,
When I was a
but middle of
kid.
the night.
A very basic version of that. Tank, yeah, tanks.
And,
I used to play that when I was
yeah,
a kid.
basically. It's
That wasn't
basically just
nice,
a tank.
yes, it was old. It was cool.
But we were rolling across I-90 there up in New York, and I had a slow moving truck, dry van, in the right lane, and I was coming up on them. And as I looked in my left mirror, I saw a state trooper just flying, lights lit up, siren going, the whole nine. And I'm going, okay, well, we let him by. When he got by me, he actually jumped directly in front of the box truck, you know, the dry van. And the dry van started backing down, and I'm going, okay, well, the dry van's on his radar. So I kicked to the left lane, and we're starting to climb this hill. And I'm not, you know, at the time, for whatever reason, my radio wasn't on. Apparently, the state trooper was yelling the whole time, stay to the right, oncoming traffic and opposing lanes. And he was trying to block what was coming. So I'm in the left lane. I can't hear what he's saying, and I'm already beyond the dry van, and I'm now equal with him as he's leading the dry van. I can't see what he's doing in his car. I wasn't paying attention. And I looked up, and there's a set of headlights directly in front of me. And I mean, if he had 100 yards, I was lucky. And without thinking about it, to avoid the head on, I swung the truck hard to the right. And all I heard was looked over, and the state trooper was looking through my passenger window. I had his car right up the side of my truck at the time. I mean, literally right up the side of the truck. And I immediately, the car, I don't know how he did it, but I must have moved just enough where that car got by me and still going. He didn't even stop. He just kept going.
Wow.
The state trooper car is demolished. Anybody ever hit a state trooper? I went into full panic attack.
Yeah, you were like,
hit
I'm
the
fucking
brakes,
going to jail.
And it gets better. You know, I'm sitting there and locked it down. We had the whole highway locked down. Jump out and look at this.
Rubber banding. You're muffled.
All right, gentlemen, I got to bounce, but enjoy the night. Talk to
All
y'all
right, man.
later.
Be safe, bro.
Be careful.
Have a
Yes,
good
sir.
night.
Hey, Rocky, I'll get that money to you in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, whenever. We're not going to send it until probably Sunday.
Okay, buddy.
So after
Okay,
the
buddy.
thing there. So yeah, if you
All right.
do,
Well, there goes
it'll
the
all
truth.
go to him. It's all going to go
All
to
right.
John.
I appreciate
Yes,
that, man.
sir. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. You got 20 pieces coming, man. 20 pieces. Get your batches ready.
Appreciate that, man.
Start rolling
Hey,
that dough.
look at that steering wheel holder spin right there in the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to get
Yeah.
right
That's
up on
me.
that hood. Well, put your flashers on.
Nah, I'm right outside Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Hot
Always.
Atlanta.
Always.
Hot
But hey
Atlanta.
guys, oh my god. I sat in a 2 hour long standstill traffic jam today. On top of all the other ones that I went through last night that I was telling you about, Matt. And a motorcycle, street bike, crotch rocket, whatever you, rice burner, whatever you want to call it, ran right smack dab into the back of a little white Sprinter van. Man, you should have seen the dent up in that thing. If that rider survived, I'll be shocked. But my
Yeah.
worst accident was last year, the day before Thanksgiving. I was heading up 77 North. I was in Huntersville. And, it's the day before Thanksgiving. We see all kinds of, idiocracy and accidents and stuff like that. So I'm being extra cautious. I was in the right-hand lane. There was a brand new 2026 KW with a brand new reefer next to me. I was hauling a dry load, so I was loaded down with kitty litter. I was almost at 80. And traffic in front of us started slowing down. And so I started backing down, and so did the KW. I had, threw my Jakes, all the way up to high because they were slowing down a little bit faster than what I could being so heavy. And next thing I know, I feel my truck jerk forward into the right, and all I see is this big, huge plume of smoke behind me. And I was on the phone with my old teammate, and I was like, I think I just got fucking rear-ended. So I pull over on the shoulder. Next thing I know, the KW pulls behind me. And I'm like, I know he didn't hit me, and because I was paying attention to the traffic in front of me. I had my four ways on. I was backing down. What happens behind me is on them. I had to make sure that I wasn't going to hit nobody in front of me. And I get out of the truck, and I'm looking at the side of my trailer and everything. My driver's side front tandem tire, that rim, it's got the 1-ton steel rims on it. That thing was folded like a freaking taco, bent all the way into my hub. And when I made it past the smoke, I see another 18, and it is just completely freaking demolished, guys. I'm talking about, now I know why they call them plastic Legos, because they fall apart like a stack of fucking Legos. I'm talking about that. Cummins was down on the road. His steers were back underneath his driver and passenger side doors. Hell, the handle on his driver's side door was missing. The impact was so hard. I thought I was running up on a dead body. How that guy was still alive, that's an 18 for you. But it was a fucking foreigner. Didn't speak a lick of English, and I had to run around to the passenger side. I was like, turn your ignition off. I mean, there's fuel spewing everywhere. Everything's just falling apart. Turn it off, turn it off. He had no idea what the fuck I was saying, so I reached up in there, I turned it off, and sure enough, come to find out, we shut down 77 North for almost 8 hours while they were trying to clean this mess up and try and get him out. I was stuck there even longer because the tire guy couldn't get to me until after the highway opened back up. And but whatchamacallit, come to find out, the driver was cited for being on his phone and not having a valid CDL. And
I
he
believe it.
wasn't paying attention. And what had happened was he rear-ended that brand new 26 kW's reefer,
Oh, shit.
and then turned around and jerked the wheel to the right, and that's when he hit me. And yeah, that reefer was all dented in the back, and then I had scrapes all along the trailer, and my bent my axle, fucked up the fifth wheel from the impact. I mean, it was a mess. And then the tire that they put on, I turned around because everything was so fucked up on the truck. It turned around and blew within like 200 miles. I had to get a second tire. And then I was supposed to be delivering my load that night, Wednesday night. Because I couldn't make it on time, they pushed my delivery date all the way back to Sunday night. Man, I was so freaking pissed. I was so pissed. And you want to know what we got reimbursed for out of all of the damage to my truck? I only got reimbursed $600. That was it. Yeah, but I did. I thought I was running up on a dead body. It scared the shit out of me. I was a little shy riding on the, driving for a few days after that, but it's like riding a bicycle. I got right back into it. But I mean, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Hell, 10 seconds later, he would have ran me into the concrete piling at the overpass. So it was, one hell of a Thanksgiving. That's for sure.
Sometimes you just gotta think, well, everything happens when it does for a reason.
Yep, it does. And now I've got this truck, and I got my new reefer, and if that hadn't happened, granted, I don't really like this truck, but it's better than the one that I had, and I'm not hauling dry van anymore. I was able to upgrade to my reefer, so much happier. And yeah, it was pretty nasty. Did I ever show you those pictures, Matt?
No, we never made it that far. I still wish I had pictures from the cop car. If I had showed you guys pictures of the cop, you'd swear he was dead. He didn't make it. I destroyed that car. I literally
he didn't
destroyed
make it?
No, that was the fun part. The fun part is me and the other truck driver looking at the car, going whether or not we wanted to open the, get into the car and drag him out of it. We stood there for about 10 seconds, and all you heard from inside was a banging. And we couldn't figure it out, and all of a sudden the driver's died. I mean, there's no way you could have opened that door. Not from the outside, not without a pry bar. But that state trooper, he wasn't a small man. And I guess he was putting his shoulder into it. He was getting that door open. And he flew out of that car. It looked like Hulk coming out of, breaking loose. And both of us kind of looked at his side glance. And I thought I was going to prison for the rest of my life. And when he blew out of that car, I thought he was coming for me. He blew right between the two of us, looked down the highway, and got on his radio and said, "That son of a bitch is still fucking going." And I'm sitting there, because he's looking after, they were trying to stop the car. And I'm sitting there going, okay, he's alive. And I'm not kidding you, it wasn't a minute. And he's pacing. So I'm sitting there going, okay, I ain't talking to him. I'm not saying a damn word. I'm a minute. Anybody ever see what happens when a state trooper gets hit by a cop or by anything? It's like the entire, it's like they come out of everywhere.
Yep.
And the next thing I know, we're surrounded by like 30 state trooper cars. There's a lieutenant, there's a sergeant, they're all there. And that truck driver looked right at me and says, "Good luck," and climbed back up in his truck and closed the door. And I'm sitting there in a panic. I'm going, oh, man, I destroyed a state trooper car, almost killed a cop. Yeah, I'm done. Nope. The sergeant came over to me, put his hand on my shoulder and said, you good? I said, no, I'm getting ready to go to prison. He says, no, you're not going to prison. He says, none of this is on you. He said, this is all about that car. I got nothing on my reports. I got nothing on my accident. There's still today nothing on that accident. Nothing. They looked right at me and said, that guy's still alive because you swung the truck. The only reason. And I'm going, I'd rather have hit him head on at this point. I'm not kidding. I drove 10 minutes down the road, pulled into into the rest area, called the people I was working for and said, I ain't going nowhere. Call me tomorrow. I'm going to bed. I'm done. That's the worst one I've ever been
Grandpa,
involved
are you
in.
talking to me about Pete?
Yeah, if you want a truck, he's got a Pete for sale.
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad one.
It's got an oval.
But folks,
I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a blue oval, red oval. If there's an oval on the hood, I want no part of it.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to low numbers here. I want everybody to have a decent night's sleep and do what you got to do. We'll be back again tomorrow night for one more night.
I'm trying
see what we can put. You're trying to do what?
I've been trying to get a parking lot party fucking going or a back row party, but won't nobody even respond. I even borrowed the barbershop guy's car because I've parked here several times. He does my undercut for me. I borrowed his car and went up to the liquor store. I haven't started yet, guys. I'm not going to drink my Crown while on live. Don't worry. But won't nobody come out?
Well, we gotta.
Damn.
We need to get that. I really want to work on getting that going again this year and getting people talking again. It's a heck of a project to get started up, but I think it can be done. We got to get people talking again. We got to get them out of these trucks and talking again, and that's a project all in itself. But we're gonna reconvene
the ones
tomorrow,
that can
folks.
talk. The ones that you can understand.
All right. We're going to reconvene tomorrow for one more night and see what we can put together for John. And anybody that's listening will be going live about, it's Saturday night. We'll do 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. And we'll put it all together and see how much we can put together. We'll see what we're looking at for numbers. And maybe we'll be giving away a 3-axle alignment tomorrow. Other than that, y'all have yourselves an amazing night.
You too,
John,
Matt.
thank you for coming in. Rocky,
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys,
always
man.
appreciate you, Rocky.
Everybody be safe. Enjoy your night.
Don, you have yourself a good night. Dexy, have a good
You
night,
guys
brother.
too.
Little Red, we'll talk at you soon. You guys have a great night.
All right.
You too.
Peace,
See you
man.
guys.
Talk to you all later.
All right.
Yes, sir.
See you later, Rock.
Bye, guys.
See you later, John. Bye.